Okay, can somebody tell me, is this Aliplast good to go, or do I need another piece of Aliplast? Anybody? Before we vacuum form.
Nylon
Why?
for wicking.
For wicking? What's that mean?
That means to keep it, the air in between, to ventilate it, to keep it from sticking.
Almost.
I can't remember the
Anybody else? Yes and yes to the nylon and the wick,
Yeah.
but the reasoning behind it. Why do you need a wick?
To keep the air from escaping?
Opposite of that.
Well, that's what I was saying, to ventilate, to allow air in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Not
Okay.
allow air in. You want to be able to pull the air out, right? So if we just
Oh.
put our plastic on top of this cast and seal it off, what's going to happen is there's going to be a seal to the cast, and this down here is not going to get vacuumed, right? The only spot that's going to get vacuumed is up here.
I see.
So what we do is we put the nylon over the whole thing, because when we pull the vacuum, then all the air from here all the way out is transferred, pulled all the way up through the vacuum system.
Gotcha.
Okay? So yes, yes, and pretty much.
Thank you for a more accurate description.
You're welcome. All right, so where are nylons?
In the drawer.
Yellow next to
Some of you needed a little felt piece right there. Do you think this one needs a little felt piece before the collar? Or do you think the proximal part of the cast is close enough to the collar that we're okay?
I think with the 2 inches it should.
That cast dang near butts up to the,
Yeah.
we don't need any. Now if we had a big gaping hole, we could backfill it with nylon, we could backfill it with felt, we could backfill it with whatever, okay? I always recommend, you don't have to, if you put this sock on here, or this nylon, with this seam, you have to make sure that that seam lines up with this end, okay? I always recommend, even if you have a seam, to tie the nylon, okay? All that does is ensure that if this knot is right here, everything is out of your trunk, okay? So, sock goes on. Knot goes right there at the end. Some people will take electrical tape and tie the nylon off at the top. I think it's a waste of electrical tape if you can just bunch it together and put it inside the vacuum.
Should you not tie the nylon?
You don't have to.
No.
Nope. As long as you have nylon all the way around this collar, that means you're pulling air all the way around the collar, so it's fine. Okay, so that's set up. So next thing I need is my piece of co-poly. We have individual things of co-poly, so you guys don't have to measure everything out, but if I were having you measure everything out, how would you measure? What do you need to measure from to get the size of plastic?
Take the foot length and add it to the height from the most.
Why in the world are we doing any addition or subtraction?
To get the full length.
Plate,
That's
the
easier.
addition that you did with the foot plate.
Yeah.
You just come over here and measure so that we get to the collar, right? Not just the top of the cast. Yeah. And then what about circumference wise?
Yeah, at the
widest.
point.
The widest. Okay. So if you have someone who's super fleshy, your calf section actually might be wider than your ankle section. Okay. If you're someone who builds your trough up really far, your ankle section is probably going to be wider than your calf section. Okay. All right. This is getting a transfer paper on it. What else do I need? What am I doing? Before I go in, right? Spraying plastic before we go in the oven, and then I'm gonna get my transfer paper, spray the transfer paper, yeah? All right. Thank you, ma'am. I like your shirt, it's very Forrest Gumpy.
Oh.
For those of us that watched. Alright, so if we have multiple that are going to go in the oven, because you guys will, for those of you that are ready for modifications, you're going to be going 2 at a time. So you're just going to lay one here and one further back. Since mine's going in 1 at a time, I'm going to leave it right here. Actually, no, I'm not, because someone can get theirs set up and plastic in while I'm demoing. So I'll leave it. Now, transfer paper. On you guys' sheet, I just put custom transfer. So pick whatever one. but on your work tickets normally, your clinician's gonna ask your patient what transfer paper they want. They're gonna give them a book, they're gonna pick this one, your clinician's gonna write it on there, okay? So I'm just gonna grab one. I'm not spraying this close to the paper, but I'm getting a nice spray over the whole thing, okay? We are using copoly. What are properties of copoly?
Copoly is
More flexible than
semi-rigid.
more flexible than polypropylene,
Why?
because it has polyethylene mixed in.
If I had a prize, you'd get it, but I don't. What else? What else do I need to know about vacuum forming?
To make sure it's actually ready to pull.
How do I know if it's ready to pull?
Your motor on?
Turn on the
Does it
motor
sound like the motor's on?
No.
Nope. Motor on first.
Should I put the motor on first, or should I?
And the valve to the closed position.
Should I close the valve first, or should I
Yes,
put the
close
motor
the
on
valve
first?
first.
Close first, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that closed or is this closed?
The other one was closed.
Perpendicular, closed.
It's like I taught you guys something.
Almost.
Fantastic. Almost. Thank you. All right. How long do I need to put this on before it goes in?
It's
You
about
just
a
need to
couple
build a
minutes.
vacuum. Couple
Just
minutes.
into the
Just enough to build
plastic
vacuum. And that's it. And then I'll come get you guys when it's ready. Okay. If someone else wants to get one set up, or if two want to get set up, and then one person can put their plastic in, you'll basically